Hey friends, it's Quenby, the Grateful Queen, here on YouTube, and I am back with another Friday evening live reseller community night. It is November 13th, Friday the 13th, and every Friday on the channel I do a live video, and I call it a reseller community night, and many of our friends from the reselling community get together to talk about all things reselling online. Thank you so much for being here. I see some friends who came into the chat right away, even a little bit early, and I was having a little FOMO because I was missing out on the great conversation that you already started without me. So I'm so glad to be live so that I can say hi to all of you and check in about the good conversation you've already started about all things reselling. If you happen to be new here, welcome. I'm Quenby. I'm a part-time reseller. I've been selling for almost 10 years, and I sell on eBay and Poshmark, mostly clothes and fashion and accessories and things like that. And you will find in our live chat that we have friends that sell on each and every platform. We've got people who sell on eBay, Poshmark, Kitizen, Mercari, Etsy. We have vintage sellers. We have hard goods sellers. So if you have any questions about selling, feel free to leave the questions in the chat because you will find somebody that is interested in talking about that with you. We have so many experienced resellers in our live chat. And I can't wait to say hi to everybody. And I'd love it if you start the convo by giving me a check-in about how things are going in the world of reselling for you. What are you up to? Are you listing, photographing? How are you challenging yourself with your reselling business? How are you preparing for holiday resale stuff? What's selling for you? I put out 2 videos on my channel this week. They were both unboxings. One was a Thredup women's clothing box, and it was really good. I felt so fortunate to get another great box. And I also put out a Stitch Fix unboxing. And you know, my video that's going to go out on Sunday is a little different. I'm doing my shoe cleaning video. A lot of us talk in the chat about how there's so much money reselling shoes online, and I struggle with it because I don't love cleaning shoes. So I have a super easy, cheap way to clean shoes at home that are like used shoes that you maybe bought from the thrift store to resell online. So that'll go out on Sunday. So a lot of different stuff. Let me say hi to some friends. And while I'm saying hi, make sure to leave in the chat anything you want to share with us about your week in reselling since last week when I saw you guys last. It feels like forever ago. I missed everyone. Holly is here at 4:30, 30 minutes early, claiming her spot. How's it going, Holly? How are you doing with all that Thredup inventory? Ruth is here. So good to see you, Ruth. Ruth says, Hunter Ryan, we are really early. I'm an early girl myself, so I love and appreciate it. Ooh, good. We have some good conversation about Goodwill blue boxes happening. Let me know in the chat. Did you buy a Goodwill blue box? And does anyone have questions about it? Where are you falling right now? Yay or nay on the Goodwill blue box? Deb is here. Hi to our lovely group of peeps. We do have such a lovely group. And James is here from the Antique Boutique. Hey, y'all. Good to see James as always. Thank you for your help with moderating and watching the chat. He's really great at helping people with questions. And if we run into any like unsavory people in our chat, he gets to boot them out. What a good job. Babette is here. Hello, everyone. So good to see you. Babette, what are you up to in the world of reselling? What's going on with your business? Sarah Lee Coleman says, hi, everyone, to new adventures. Yeah, we had a lot go on this week in the world of politics. There's a lot going on in the time of COVID. How are you preparing for that as resellers? A lot of places are shutting down. Now, where I live, I'm coming to you from Northern California, friends. We never opened up as much as many other states. So we're already, it's only outdoor dining. Many things are closed. So I've been rolling with it the whole time, but some people are having to shut down more. So where are you guys at with that? And how do you prepare for business? Look at James, such a good friend, saying hi to everyone. Oh, good. Nicole's here. Hey, Birdie, looks what's happening with you. Any cool unboxings? Anything happening in the world of reselling for you? And Barbara Babash is here. Barbara Babash usually finds really great thrifting deals, and she tells us about them on Fridays. Did you do any sourcing this week? Anything you're really excited to list? Where I live here in Northern California, I'm about an hour north of San Francisco, and I just am often envious of all of you because you'll share with me the things that you found at the Goodwill outlet bins or at the thrift stores, and most people, their thrift stores are so much cheaper than mine, so I end up feeling kind of envious. So it's like, I love hearing about it, though. I love hearing about the good brands you found. Is there anything like a bolo or something that you all are looking for to have in your stores? Stephanie is here. Hey, Stephanie Benjamin. How's it going with you? Oh, so many great friends showing up. Deborah Anderson is with us. Deborah, was this like your first, what are you on your first week or two of not going to work, or where are you at with that? Give me an update. She is retiring and doing some reselling. I'm so proud of her. It is such a smart thing to do. Many people use reselling as a bridge to the next step in their life, the next phase of life. I myself used it when I wanted to stop working full time, when my son was going into kindergarten public school, and I was like, I think I need to be more available. So I started reselling more and building my psychotherapy private practice on the side. Does anyone else have a story of how they've used reselling to make life changes? I don't know if I saw Leslie from A Reseller's Passion, but she talks about that too, using reselling to help her leave a job and do some child care with her kiddos. I thought I saw her, but now I don't see it. Oh my God, the chat has gone really, really quick. I'm so trying to stay with it, friends, but there's so many great comments and everyone's saying hi, which is the best. But I am losing. Oh, there's Roxy. Hey, Roxy, I saw on Instagram that Roxy bought from Alduccio Denali, a beloved colleague for us in the reselling community. She bought one of the Free People mystery boxes. Hey, Petey, is the screen pretty clear for you? For me, it looks like a little bit, it's good? Okay, for me, I'm just going to do something on the screen. You guys don't freak out. I'm just going to clean my camera there for a second. It just looks a little bit like hazy. Oh, that looks better. Anyway, so she got one of those Free People mystery boxes, and I really want to talk about that tonight. Someone remind me. Say, Quimby, you want to talk about this because it's my world right now. I'm researching a lot, and I want to share it with you. Mickle Pickle Pie is here, which reminds me that Torvald will probably pop up just for a few minutes around 5:20. If anyone else has kids and you're there with your kids and you want to shout out or you have any questions for Torvald, he's 9, so anything about favorites is always good. Alicia's here from Murrayed Life. Alicia is doing something so cool right now that I got to be a part of, where every day on her channel in November, she's introducing a new reseller. So if you're interested in expanding your community and learning about new reselling channels, people doing different stuff, head on over to her channel. Miss A Webb is here. I saw you, Miss A Webb, on Sarah Styles' channel talking about wholesale. So I'd love to talk with you about that sometime. I'm doing a ton of research, but I don't need to, like, what do they say? Recreate the wheel? Is that right? Sometimes I'll use an idiom and it sounds so wrong. Recreate the map? What is it? Reseller Wendy is here. Hey, friends, so good to see you. What's happening for you? All right, let me just go say my hello. Oh, Carrie made it. Carrie T, another person with some great content. She does a lot of unboxings. I know she and I keep talking about how we'd love to do something together, and it is hard to, like, planning. There's my friend Leslie. Quenby, hey, friends. I hope you're all having an amazing Friday. You know what? I worked hard this week. I loaded up my client days. Some of you know that I'm a part-time reseller, a full-time psychotherapist, and with everything with COVID, it's been like I've been able to balance the two pretty well, but now my psychotherapy practice is getting busier, a lot more new referrals. So I loaded up my days this week, and I swear I'm so behind on what day it is. Does anyone else do that? It's like, it feels like Sunday to me. And I know it's not. It's Friday. You guys are lucky I remembered to come on. Where's my girl? I just saw my favorite comment ever from Christy Blocker, but it has gone way down on my screen. Oh my gosh. But she always says, hello, reselling family, and I just appreciate that. Rhonda Creek is here. Oh, so many friends. I love it. 38 of us already in the first few minutes. That's amazing. We are really creating such a good reselling community here on our Friday show. And some of you I get to check in with during the week. It's really great. Carrie T, Rhonda Creek, and Carrie's here. Fantastic. And Mo's here from Albuquerque. I remembered. Just got shut down starting Monday. So let's talk about this, friends. If there is another kind of shutdown, are you prepared, and how might you do that? Oh, good. Evolving Always is here. I love that name too. Hello, James, Lisette, and Leslie. Hello to you. So great to see you. Okay, Jamie J is here. Hello. So glad to be here. I'm glad to see you. If you are sitting in this chat and you're like, ooh, everyone seems to know each other, I feel shy or I don't know how, just in the chat, just say, hi, this is who I am, this is where I sell, or what I'm interested in. It's a super welcoming community. Don't hesitate to leave a comment. We would love to welcome you in. I see a super chat from a friend here. I hope I can put it on the screen, but I am like, there it is. Support small business. I love it. Thank you so much, my friend. I do really appreciate it. My channel is monetized, so I can accept super chats if you want to give a couple bucks in support of this Friday Live. Keep it going. My Friday dance is happening. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you all. Kelly is here. Kelly Schaffner. I was on Kelly Schaffner's channel. I'm always on that channel. I just love her and her energy. She's super positive, energetic. We are cooking up a collab together, which makes me so happy because I like collabing. You know, I do my own thing, but I want to be part of connecting with all of you. And so the collab videos are fun, and she and I are cooking up a collab. So look out for that. But Kelly did a little thrifting trip, which is like such a dream of mine, like a thrifting road trip. And she shows the things she bought, and she got some great stuff. So head on over there and check that out. Eyelet Dreams is here. She's saying hi to everybody, checking in about people's weeks. I stayed home today and raked the leaves and uploaded another video. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. I know, friends, the growth of the YouTube channel. Give yourself at least a year and a half, I'd say, and then see if you still like putting out all the effort of several videos a week. And you have to, in my opinion, you have to really like it and not be doing it for the money, but doing it for other reasons that are in line with your values, your mission for your business, or whatever, because it is a long-term project. 40 friends watching. Where's Lisette, though? I might have to message her if she's not here. Ooh, so many great comments. Sarah Lee, I said hi to, and Kelly and Deb. And and Miss A. Webb is here. So many great friends. There she is. There's my New England Betty Boop. How are you doing, Lisette? What are you up to? What are you working on? Do you have any mystery boxes for sale? How are you doing? I did put out, oh, here she is. Hit the thumbs up. 40 people watching, which means we should have about 40 thumbs up. And make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you get the notification when I go live every Friday and other times too. Discount Deals for You is here. Hello there. Welcome to the Friday evening chat. Okay. I've said hi to Leslie and Sarah Lee and Mo and Rhonda. Oh my gosh. Make sure, Dresden Avenue. See, I'm glad I'm going back up. She's a cutie patootie. You definitely want to be following her on Instagram. She's one of my younger friends in the community, and I appreciate that. Friends, also, if you think of it, put in the chat like, hi, like, what is your actual name? Because we all often know each other from our Poshmark closet name or our Instagram handle, like The Grateful Queen, but I'm actually Quenby. And even if you've told us before, just say it again, because I really want to learn your name. And I just start thinking in terms of using usernames, but it's another way to get connected with each other. Okay, I'm going to go back up here. Joy Nanda made it. Hello from Sedona, Arizona. What's the weather like there right now? So happy I can join you live now because you changed your time in California, but we didn't. So now your live is an hour early. I love it. I'm so glad to see you because you and I get to talk on my YouTube video in the comments, but now we get to talk live. Oh, Cynthia's here. Hello, Quimby. How are you doing today? I'm pretty good. I went to yoga. It is so funny, you guys. So I'm in Northern California and it's raining now. Thank goodness, because that might mean the end of the fire season. Many of my friends know I was evacuated for a week out of my home this year. Fires were really close. And now that this is our first like big full rain, it might mean the end of the fire season. So that's great. But it's like kind of dark and rainy today. It's like hot cocoa weather. And I went to do yoga, Peter and I, and they have outdoor classes only here. So it was outdoor under this tent, but the tent was leaking. So like, the rain is pouring in on all of us, but we were still there doing our downward dogs, yoga. Does anyone else do anything like that? Lindsay made it. Does anyone else, like, what's your self-care routine? Does anyone else do some exercise thing? I love yoga because it's a hard workout, the vinyasa yoga, but it's also about breathing, taking time out for myself, for self-care, shutting off social media for an hour, getting out of my head and just connecting with myself. And so I try and go at least once a week. I'd love to go more, but do any of you do something like that we should know about? Maybe somebody in the chat needs to hear it and it will help them with their like self-care or fitness or whatever. I saw another friend I wanted to say hi to that popped right in. Oh my gosh. Karen's here. Thank goodness. Karen, how are you, my friend? Needing some of your sunshine and positive vibes today. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Feel free to let us know, but I'm so glad you're here with us. Maybe whatever's going on the outside, we can set aside for a little while and just be together and talk about reselling online, something most of us do for work, but also love and are passionate about, and other lifey stuff too. Right, there's Terry at Evolving Ways. I knew it, and I appreciate it. So Evolving Ways Productions is Terry. And everyone's saying, I saw Lindsay's Posh Loft, I thought, but then the comment went soaring by. Here she is. I'm Lindsay, and I'm a thriftaholic. Oh my God, did I start almost like an AA meeting culture here? Like, I'm Quenby. You know what I am, Lindsay? I'm like a unboxing-aholic right now. I love thrifting. I did not go the past couple weeks, which is why you haven't seen a come thrift with me video on the channel, because I've been ordering a lot. Like, I just have not had as much time. And that's one of the things that I appreciate so much about, if there's any positive or something out of COVID and staying at home, is that I have learned to source online. I know I can run my reselling business regardless of whether I can get out thrifting. And so now I'm trying to balance. Like, I love thrifting. That's where my heart is. That's the best way to get the best inventory, keep my cost of goods down. But I also have really embraced like mystery boxes and buying from other places. And I'm doing a bunch of research right now on kind of wholesale and how I can make wholesale work for me. I'm not pallet ready. Pallet is a big giant amount that is freighted to your house on a big truck. But I'd like to get more wholesale, and I want specific things. So I'm spending a lot of time researching how to get like Free People, one of my favorite brands, greedily, because I want it for myself and then I want to resell it. I want to be able to wear it and then resell it, and it sells great on Poshmark. So I'm doing a bunch of research about how to get that into my life, and I've discovered a few things. So I'm excited to share that all with you in future videos. All right, I'm checking to make sure I've said hi. I think I did. If I missed anyone, I do apologize. And, Joy says in Sedona, lots of sunshine here, Quenby. Outside is great. In the afternoon, it's still warm. Yeah, that sounds so good. Oh, look at Cynthia says, I've been practicing yoga for 10 years. I love it for the meditation and reducing my stress when I need it. That is such a good point. That's what I love about yoga. It's exercise, but it's also a practice in mindfulness. And Leslie says, I practice vinyasa yoga. I've been working out with low impact exercises every day. You know what? That's so important for me to hear. And I love seeing other people do it. Like Leslie had some posts about like, doing some like short workouts on her laptop, like, not having to go out for them. And my friend Lisette at Posh is My Purpose is always posting pictures of her at the gym. My gym hasn't really been open, but I'm so inspired by that because, listen, reselling is hard work. I know we like it. A lot of us just love it. We love thrifting, but it's hard on the body a lot, like even if you're thrifting and you're like sorting through the racks, and we're picking up big inventory buckets. It's a lot of work too. It can be hard on the body. So I do think we need to have some other practices to balance it out. Eyelet Dream says, I'm Charlene and I love to resell. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. And you know what I'm realizing about Charlene the more I talk to her on social media? Like, she's got a really great sense of humor and I like it. Not everyone's gonna like get your humor and appreciate it, but I'm like so into her humor. Mickle Pickle Pie loves yoga. Did I tell you guys about how after Mickle Pickle Pie was on one of the Fridays and Torvald came in and we noticed her name, and then when I was wrestling with Torvald, this is a few weeks back, he was like, Mickle Pickle Pie. I was like, that is perfect. That is perfect. All right, let's go up. Hey, does anyone here need to talk about everything about Thredup? Like, I at least want to acknowledge it. Maybe this came out earlier in the week, and maybe by now everybody is like done talking about it, but I do just want to acknowledge that Thredup made a lot of changes to their policies, and many resellers have been making a lot of money and doing really well sending their inventory into Thredup. And so I'm curious if anybody here is affected by that. Has that changed for you? Are you going to continue sending things into Thredup to sell? I have bought a lot off of Thredup for my reselling business. It's a great way I get inventory with reseller mystery boxes, with the Thredup outlet, and just shopping on their site, but I haven't sold to them. It was one of the things that was kind of on my list that I might look into, but is that affecting anyone, any of you in the chat? So, oh, we have a Torvald. Hey friends, this is Torvald. He's my 9-year-old little boy, and he loves to come say hi at 5:20 on Fridays when he's here with me, and just say hi to everybody. Okay, so people are chiming in a little bit about that Thredup stuff. It's a big deal. Oh, Ruth does yoga too. I do yoga and meditation. I love it. Always good to give our soul and mind a break. I have been thinking a lot lately, friends, that it's like, I'm aware, it's hard to admit sometimes, but it's like, I'm aware that I'm spending way too much time on my phone, on the screen. I'm even doing therapy now as a therapist on the screen. It's actually going really well, the video therapy, but I was never like, I'm not built for like a ton of screen time. It's not great for me. And it's like, I've got to find ways to do less, but I run an online business. Like Instagram is part of that. Listing and, relisting, using Vendu, like it's all online, and I'm really feeling the effects of it. Ooh, Holly says, I'm on Beachbody. Tell us about that. I've heard other people do it. Isn't it kind of extreme? I keep putting Torvald's little shirt up like this because I'm just talking to you guys and messing, and he keeps putting it down. Torvald's missing one of his feet in the front. It's so cute. Let us know if you have kids in the chat. Okay. Hey, Torvald, says Christy. And Lisette, our good friend Lisette, says, hello, Torvald, how are you? And let's see, somebody put chickens in. Oop. Hi, Torvald, who's your favorite superhero? What? Probably has to do with Minecraft. I saw some chickens. Hello, Torvald, with some chickens from my friend Ruth. We have a chicken and an egg. So if anybody's like, what's with all the chickens? Torvald has, how many chickens at his dad's? Karen, put some chickens. Torvald loves chickens. Have you guys seen his clips in my videos with his chickens? What are you doing with the chat? No, don't. I struggle with the chat enough just to get, I'm like, don't touch it. It's so hard to like manage the chat. Like, see, now we have to find, we have Karen's thing, so we go over there. Oh, look at Tony Lynn Steele made it. Hello, first time I made it to the live. I watch every Friday after. So I took 1,000 listings off Posh and started sending them in a couple of weeks before they did the first. Oh gosh, what are you thinking about that, Tony? So again, with the Thredup, people were making a lot of money. To me, it seemed a little too good to be true. I'm like, I'll look into this, but I don't know. And then Thredup realized, yeah, it's a little too good to be true. And so they're making changes, and that means it's going to be different how people send in their stuff. Sarah Lee says, hi, Torvald. Hello, Torvald from Ruth. Look at all these chickens. Look at Stephanie. bawk, bawk. What is it like in Spanish, Torvald? The chicken sound in Spanish?
Kiki for cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah. So we say cock-a-doodle-doo or bawk, bawk, but like if you speak Spanish, you say kiki-dee-dee, kiki-dee-dee.
Kiki.
His dad speaks Spanish, so he gets some education about that.
And also, if we could get some super chats in the chat, that would be great.
Some super chats. We're open to super chats, and we are open to supporting the channel with likes and subscriptions and anything. Ooh, Barbara has a good one. What is your favorite food at Thanksgiving? Is anyone else like me? It's November 13th. Usually in a normal year, I would be like preparing for Thanksgiving and Christmas like mad. And now I'm sort of like, oh, that's right. Thanksgiving, like, are people changing their plans? Can you get together with family or friends?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we're going to do. Do you like mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce pie?
Just so you guys know, if you do put super chats in the chat, make sure to put Portal because that helps out the channel.
No, not appropriate, honey. Love you, but no. Okay. Let's see. Oh, all these people. Oh, James says, hi, Torvald. Okay, I'm missing a lot of stuff. Cynthia says, so amazing he's learning Spanish. Congratulations for that. His dad speaks Spanish. I've taken a lot of classes, but it is hard to learn it at an older age, but that's fantastic. Okay, Torvald says, Karen at Red Survivals. Torvald, have you seen any chicks hatch yet?
I've seen videos of it.
But you have the chicks at your place. You have the chicks but you haven't seen them actually hatch because you get them as chicks.
Yeah.
So he gets them as already little baby chicks. So he hasn't seen it. He collects the eggs. He takes care of them. He is just so into it. Ruth says, I have 3 boys, but they're all grown. 28, 25, and 18. Wow. Torvald's 9. I'm 44. So I had Torvald when I was a little bit older. So I'm a little bit like behind you guys. Charlene says, hi, Torvald. So nice to see you. Oh, the love between a mom and her son, a thing of beauty, is just priceless. This is a good moment. We have, just so you know, so that I'm not putting out anything fake, we have our great moments and our hard moments. But mostly it's pretty darn good. But Torvald has a lot of energy. A lot. All right, anything else you want to say to your friends before you head off? Okay, watch my glasses. Thanks, friends. He usually just does a few minutes. Make sure to like the video. He says 48 people watching. Are there 48 likes down there? You might have to like make your screen a little smaller and hit the like and then come back. Okay, friends, let's get back into this reselling content. Oh, my mom's made it. Grammy says hi, Torvald. That's my mom. Grateful but bed. Everyone say hi. She's been in a bunch of my recent videos. Thrift with us. I think those are some of the best videos I have on the channel. Hello, dear Torvald, saying hello to your dear chicken family. Love you. My mom's coming over for dinner tonight. She's part of our little pod. So we get to have family dinner. We're really not doing much at all. So I'm excited for that. What? Lisette says, I went to Costco for a turkey and they didn't have any yet. I don't know. I think everything might be weird this year. Leslie at A Reseller's Passion. I'm only preparing Thanksgiving dinner for the people who live in my house. Is that just you and Thomas, or do some of the kiddos live there? I was over on Leslie's channel last night at A Reseller's Passion, and her husband Thomas comes on like once a week. And you guys, if you want to learn, you know, they have so much experience. Thomas has been selling for such a long time, and he just shares it so freely. So last night they were talking about like selling at the flea market. You know, there's so many ways beyond reselling online. I know like Charlene does a lot of Facebook Marketplace. So don't limit yourself. There are so many different ways to move your inventory. If something's not moving for you online on eBay, Posh, Mercari, Depop, whatever, you know, you could do flea markets. You could take things to Plato's Closet. You could do any of you guys do that? A buy, sell, trade store. In my city, it's called Plato's Closet, but I know I've heard them called Buffalo Exchange. Is Clothes Mentor one? You know, there's so many ways to move your inventory. Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. Do any of you dabble in that as well? If I was a full-time reseller, I would be doing that. I'm a part-timer, so I'm always trying to juggle both the gigs, but there are just so many ways to move inventory. Style Encore, thank you. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, Leslie says 2 of the daughters live there as well. I wasn't sure that they were there and full time with you guys. So yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anybody or done anything really. So opening up the pod to my mom has been really good. Veronica says, our governor shut us down again because of COVID, so no bin shopping for a while. Essential businesses only. Yeah, my bins never opened, so I'm here again in Northern California, and my bins have never opened. And I actually called them because I've talked to you all about this a lot, but one of my struggles as a reseller here in Northern California is that keeping my cost of goods down, because the thrift stores are fantastic but still expensive. Mystery boxes is a way I keep cost of goods down, Thredup rescue boxes, but that has been a challenge. So I was like, maybe I just need to challenge myself and go back to my bins. So I called them and they said, no, not open, and don't expect them to be open this year. So maybe January 2021, but I don't know. I asked you all about how are you preparing in case places like if things shut down more again where you are. I'm okay keeping what we've sometimes called a death pile. Like, I have a lot of inventory on hand, maybe like 6 boxes, 6 bins or something like that. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm ordering a lot online ahead now. I'm ordering a lot of new with tags clothing inventory, hoping that holiday shopping is coming and people are not going to want to go out to the stores. They're not going to want to be at Macy's necessarily or Target or wherever. So I'm stocking up as much as I can on new with tag clothing, because I primarily sell clothing. If I was selling other stuff, maybe some of you do, I would want to have that in my store getting ready for holidays. I don't plan on going shopping out at any of those big stores. So I'm okay having some inventory. How about you guys? Oh, Mickle Pickle Pie says, our Thanksgiving isn't happening as of today, and I'm a little sad about that. I hear you. Like, I'm always the host. I love hosting. I love setting a beautiful table and having flowers, and we drink wine at our house and lots of wine, and people usually come over here, family, friends, but it's not happening this year, and it's hard. Okay, what's James saying over here about the Thredup stuff? Okay, all right. Let's see. I'm going back up. This is when Torvald was here. Tony says, I have around 500 listings on there now, but I won't be sending any more. It's a bit of a nightmare, the Thredup stuff. I know. I just want to say this. And James says, I wish they weren't changing, but some people completely were acting entitled. The only thing I have a problem with is the lack of notice. Yeah, we've talked about this. Let's see. Rhonda Creek says, I pretty much only sell on Thredup now due to having another full-time job. I've decided that I'm going to continue, but will be more selective about what I'm sending. I'm going to read some of these, and then I'll give you my opinion or thoughts based on so much that I've heard. Let's see. Was there any more? I'm looking to see. Cynthia says, they being processed for my bag for weeks on Thredup. I'm not going to send anymore. They were some sweaters. They should be selling well. Maybe it's the rule and the policies changing. Miss A. Webb says, I've never sent things into Thredup as a reseller. I'm too controlling. And James says, I was going to send in 10 boxes to Thredup. Now I'm wondering if I should. And he also says, Thredup isn't there to make us rich, so I don't think it's so awful that they changed their strategy. Dresden Avenue says, only sending in things I would donate now. Started a Tradesy account, and I'll be listing more on eBay. Mickle Pickle Pie about Thredup says, I've just had my first box go live. I'm going to keep sending some things and trying it out. So, yeah, I'm really glad. I don't know how long all of you have been selling, but I've been selling 10 years on eBay. And so I think there's something about having sold for a long time and having seen so many platforms change their policies, especially eBay. Every year eBay comes out with a reseller update, and every year there are major changes to the platform. And so I've just decided, it's a choice I made to manage my reactivity a long time ago. I said to myself, Quenby, platforms change all the time. They're a business. They need to make money. They need to consider what's happening on their platform and make changes. And I can either get upset every time a change comes along and be like, what the? I was doing it. Or I can say, okay, I'm going along with your change because I want to continue reselling online. People switch platform. I'm not selling on eBay anymore. I'm not. And it's like, well, then you go to Poshmark. Well, guess what? They're coming down with changes. And then, and that's fine. It is important to always reevaluate whether a platform is working for you. And that's one of the things I love about working for myself and being a reseller and running my own reselling business. I get to reevaluate all the time and say, is this platform working for me? Is this policy they're recommending working for me? And I get to change things if I want to. And so I think flexibility is needed in the reselling game. If you want to resell online on someone else's platform, not your own website, you need to be able to be flexible and roll with changes, because I guarantee you there will always be changes to these platforms. Some you will like and appreciate and will benefit you. Some will not. But if you're going to stay reselling long-term on these platforms, there needs to be a certain level of acceptance, surrender, and, rolling with it. What do you all think about that? Discount Deals for You says, I've never sent anything into Thredup, but I'll be sending some things in soon. So there you go. Angela Hall, I'm so glad you made it. I sent my first bag and it was received in May. I just finally found out it was lost when I melted down about processing being pushed back to March. I'm done before I started. Yeah. And I do think there are ways, there are workarounds around that. A lot of people, because they do lose bags, it's not just you, that stinks, but it does happen. So there are ways to prepare for that. A lot of people record everything they sent in, take pictures, and then if it gets lost, they say here. And I know Thredup has refunded people, so you do need to advocate for yourself. You need to be the squeaky wheel and say, Thredup, this is what happened, and keep advocating until you get some kind of refund. Restyle Secrets is in the house, my friend Heidi. What is going on with you? I actually stopped sending the Thredup when so many started sending big volumes. Felt like there would be effects. I agree with you. That's a little bit why I've been on the back burner. I've said, you know what? I do need to learn to send in a Thredup because people are changing their entire reselling businesses, closing their Poshmark closets, and just sending into Thredup. And I'm like, there's something there, but I was a little wary. And it's like, if it's that great, sometimes, it's a little too good to be true. Bora Jen is here. Good to see you. Hit that thumbs up, everyone. 49 people watching at this moment. People come and go, but please hit that thumbs up. James from Antique Boutique, put it in perspective. At the same time Thredup got bombarded with tons of clothes, resellers started bombarding them with clothes. It is a shock that they did. Is it a shock that they did what they did? Not to me, but Evolving Ways. Terry says, I agree with you, Quenby. Discount for Deals says, yes. Kelly Schaffner says, I use Thredup to sell stale inventory. I use the credits to fund my Thredup rescue box addiction. Fantastic. I wish I could use my I guess it's points and credits. So on Thredup, you can earn points or credits. I don't have credits. I guess I don't ever tell anyone to use my link, but I have tons of points that I can't use because I mostly only buy rescue boxes. I love Thredup rescue boxes. Elma's here. Did Thredup shut down during the first lockdown? No, not that I'm aware of. And you know what else? In a way, the whole Thredup thing, I feel like I may have benefited from, not on purpose, but as a reaction to everything happening, because it seems to me Thredup got totally bombarded during COVID. Everyone sending their stuff in, and then resellers being like, whoa, this is an area of opportunity. I'm going to seize on it, which is smart business, resellers. They got so bombarded with clothes. My rescue boxes, my Thredup reject rescue boxes have been the best ever during COVID. Look on my channel, you guys. Watch my Thredup rescue boxes. They're almost all great. One of them was like, my denim one was like, okay, and one of them was like mediocre. I had some great, excellent, and phenomenal Thredup boxes, and I think it's because they were overcome with inventory. There's so much on the site. I also think certain things aren't selling as well, like dresses and blazers and stuff. So I'm getting this. My last box had so many amazing dresses and brands. So I think I might have benefited from what's happening with Thredup in that way. Barbara, how'd you get them? Barbara says, I just ordered 2 DIY designer boxes. I hope they're good. I'm going to say what I always say. I hope they're good too, Barbara. And I'm going to send some like, ooh, I hope you get good boxes. And they're always a risk. On my channel, I do have a few DIY designer boxes. And so you can see kind of what they are and whether that would work for you. I hope they're great. It's always a risk. And they are very hard to get. Message me on Instagram. I'm at The Grateful Queen. If anybody sees that those are up, I want to get a couple more for my channel because I want people to see what they really are. My experience with them has been awesome brands, but really DIY. Like needed a lot of work, like broken zipper dresses, stained bags. I still sold them. I told you guys all encouraged me to sell flawed stuff. And I sold that Prada bag for $100 and it was full of ink stains. I sold the Lily Pulitzer dress I got maybe for like $65. So I've done okay with them. The stuff I get in there is not usually quick moving, but they always, I think, pay for themselves. But sometimes they're a lot of work. Like as a reseller, one of my limitations is I'm not awesome at the this needs work bin. Tell me in the chat if you are. So I have a bin, this needs work, purses that need to be cleaned up, button needs to be sewed on, good items, but I don't deal with that bin very often. If you're someone who's good at that, the DIY designer boxes and Thredup rescue boxes, you could make a lot of money off that. I tend to, it sits around for too long and I'm like, I just don't deal with that. So let's see. Oop, the chat is moving fast. I so appreciate you all being here. And Kelly Schaffner says, good luck to Barbara on the DIY. Kelly Schaffner encouraged me to get a shoe box. Kelly Schaffner loves shoes, and on her channel, she does a lot of shoes. I've never got the shoe box. I've never got the Thredup. I've gotten every Thredup rescue box. I don't think I've never got the shoe box. So I'm excited to do that. And then I'm going to need your help, friends. Your help, friends, to keep me accountable to list those shoes. I have a bin of shoes that needs to be listed. It's a bin that often sits for me, even though there's such good money in shoes. I think reselling shoes is one of the best money-making opportunities on eBay for sure. And my shoes have sold for more than a lot of my clothes, but I just get lazy about cleaning them up and getting them ready for pictures. I don't like things that need work before I can photograph them. And shoes, for me, almost always need some level of work. You guys going down to make dinner, babe? Okay. The boys are going down to make dinner. I cannot believe I've been yapping with you for 42 minutes. I need to do one more live during the week because it's never enough. And sometimes I go back and watch and I look for your closet so I can go check them out and stuff. And it's like, I miss so many comments, and it's not for lack of caring about your comments. It just happens so quick. It's impossible to get them all. But just want you to know that I care about each and every one of you being here. I care about your comments, and I do try and go back and read them. So keep them coming. And you guys interact with each other, so it all works out great. Christy Blocker, I'm so glad that you are here tonight. I like Kelly Schaffner's comment here. I use Thredup to sell stale inventory because that might be a really great way to do it. Like, it's not selling for you anyway. Might as well try Thredup, you know? Rustic Goddess. I started selling on Thredup in March, and I've made $14,000 on the platform. And I'm so grateful, and I'll keep using it despite the changes. I love hearing that. It's like, okay, if it works for you, you're obviously doing something right. Angela Hall says, I love that, Kelly. So, you know what I mean? Evaluate it for yourself. There's a ton of hype right now. I saw so many posts on Instagram, like, mad at Thredup. I'm not going to send it to Thredup. It's like, okay. And you get to have whatever reaction you want to have. That's totally valid. But there's going to be some people like Rustic Goddess who's like, I'm making so much money. Even though there's changes, I'm still going to use the platform to make money. Decide for yourself what works for you. Ooh. Birdie Looks Nicole says, I'm a shoes girl. I wish I was. Ooh, a super chat from my friend Lisette Quemby. You're amazing. Thank you for always being so present. I love that comment. Thank you so much for the super chat. It really does keep me going with these Fridays. The live shows, just so you know, do not really get monetized. Live shows are different. So the few dollars that I make on some of my other videos, I do not make on the lives. I show up here because I want to be with you, and I love it and enjoy it. And you don't have to give super chats at all, but they are appreciated. Just want you to know that. Thank you so much for being present. That means a lot to me because it is something I try so hard. Miss A. Webb says, needs work, gets returned to Goodwill because mine have a return policy. Oh my gosh, your Goodwills let you bring stuff back? I don't have that. That is brilliant. Like, I wonder if I would, yes, you can bring it back. I want to talk to you guys. I don't know how much time we have, but I've been shopping a lot. You guys have seen my videos. I've been shopping a lot on ShopGoodwill.com. That's Goodwill's online thrift store because I haven't really been able to thrift very much. I'm running my private practice as a psychotherapist. My 9-year-old son is home, so I'm distance learning. I'm trying to make and edit YouTube videos and run my reselling business. It's a lot, so I don't always get out thrifting, but I buy a lot on ShopGoodwill.com. Have you guys been doing that? And I just want to be honest, and I love it. I love what I get. They actually commented on one of my videos. I did a video with one of their mystery boxes. I got the cheapest mystery box. If you're someone who loves mystery boxes, check out that video. It was like $25 for 25 items. That's like $1 an item. It's the cheapest mystery box I know. If you go on shopgoodwill.com and you put in the search bar reseller mystery box, you can buy a $25 mystery box. It's amazing. And I got a few good things in there. So they commented on my video. So they're like, they said, I'm so glad you're happy with your box. And I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you, Shop Goodwill. But I've been buying on there a lot the past couple of weeks. And I have gotten some items that are damaged. And I just want you to know, I just messaged them and I sent a picture and said, I bought this Free People top for myself, but it's got holes in it. And they refunded me right away. They didn't even ask me to send it back. So again, just a shout out to shopgoodwill.com and Goodwill. Thank you. They're running a good business. Oh, another super chat here. I wish I could get it to show up. There it is. Discount deals for you. Thank you so much. I do really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. My mom, Grateful Babette. As long as you deal with integrity, all will be for the best. So proud of all of you. You know, it's a really good point. It's a really good point. I do believe in that. You know, I'm sort of a spiritual person, not necessarily a religious person. I respect all faiths and systems, and I love talking to people about it. I'm always learning. I'm always open to growing and changing. And that's my belief. That belief, too, has affected a lot of my reselling policies. Let me know if that's true for you in the chat. So I do believe what goes around comes around. As cliche as that sounds, the energy that I show up with, the energy I put out into the world, into God, life, the universe, that's the energy that I believe comes back to me. It's not always so obvious, but as a reseller, I've always said, I'm not arguing with customers. I'm not calling customers out. I don't believe in that. I'm going to accept returns. I'm not going to give people a hard time. That's the way I run my business, and my business has been quite successful for me as a part-time reseller. So don't be fooled. The values that you hold in life should be the same values that you hold in your business. Check yourself on that. With love, I say that, like, this is who I say I am in the world, a generous person, a caring person, a person of dignity and integrity. How am I running my business around that? How am I treating customers? Am I on Instagram calling people out and saying, I can't believe she lowballed me on this? You know what I mean? We all need to check ourselves, because I believe if your business is run like that, you will be successful in your life. I thought I saw another super chat. I just want to, thank you, Rhonda Creek, a super sticker. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you being here, Rhonda Creek, most Fridays and showing up in the community with all these great reselling friends. Oh my gosh, Holly. I just got 4 boxes of things I selected. Here is and then you get your like cliffhanger, Holly. Here's a what? Let me see if it's down here. Oh, Holly. Holly's going to be in this Kelly Schaffner and Holly are going to do a collab. So that's going to be a fun one to look out for. I will definitely promote it on Instagram. Lisette, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you showing up. Lisette is one of these people, is just a supportive, positive person. And I need that. I try to be positive and grateful all the time, but I need inspiration just like everybody else. Follow people and surround yourself with people who inspire you and help you be your best self and run your best reselling business. And Lisette is one of those. I strongly believe that, Quenby, what we give out always comes back. I believe it. It might not be in the way you thought. It might not be as immediate as you thought, but it always does. It always does. And so I think about that in my business too. Like, if I make a mistake and I send someone an item, it's very rare, but it does happen where it's like I didn't notice a flaw. Like, what happens if that happens to me? How do I want to be treated in my business how do I want to be treated myself, and treat your customers online the same way? Birdie Licks gave me a super sticker. Thank you so much, Nicole. I appreciate you. I love checking in and talking with you. I appreciate you being here. Is the hubby watching the kids so you can be with us? Yes, Birdie, I must. Karma is real. Call it what you will. Every faith tradition. I've studied a lot of spirituality and religion in college. I did philosophy, religion. Almost every tradition has some idea or concept of karma, cause and effect. All those laws and principles, you'll find them across every religion or spirituality. It might come by a different name. It might not be called karma, but it's in there. Treat others as you want to be treated. Lisette is phenomenal, says Terry at Evolving Ways. I agree. Birdie Look says, not tonight. He's in Florida helping his dad move into his new house, and I'm alone with the kids. Alone with the kids. I have one 9-year-old, and that's hard for me, so I can't imagine. I hope you are being very good to yourself and using some healthy distraction for those kitties. Ooh, Bora Bora Jen. I got 2 Acris blazers off Shop Goodwill for $80. It still have the $600 tag on it. What are you going to do with those? Are you going to resell them? Are you going to send them into Real or Thredup? What's your plan with those? That's awesome. I have an Acris dress. Why is it sitting, you guys? I have the best Acris poncho dress. Bolo brand, in case you're here to learn things like that. Acris, A-K-R. Let me see if I can put her comment back up. Oops, it went by so quick. Acris dress. It is the most gorgeous dress. It's in perfect condition. It's like a shift. It's been sitting there. I had it up for $150. I sent out offers. I don't know. Why isn't mine selling? Birdie Look says, I'm so tired. School was canceled today due to COVID, but I am keeping the eye on the prize since I get to leave Monday for a girls' trip. That's a sign of a good, healthy relationship. It's like, hey, I'm doing this. You cover me. You're doing that. I'll cover you. And I'm telling you, it will pass. You will get through, and then you can enjoy yourself. So are your kids actually going to a school? Because my son he's only had online school. Is that what you mean? James says, well, sending you positive energy for a profitable experience. I got to get back up here because I have missed so much good stuff, and we just have like 8 minutes left. James says, being nice is infectious, as much or as little as COVID. I agree. Miss A. Webb says, I believe in patience and forgiveness. Everything else is above my pay grade. Partner PD, you've seen him maybe in a couple videos where he'll pop his head. He's the most patient human being, and I am not. I have moments of being really great and patient, but I can be a little impatient. I want things to happen. I have a lot of like energy for things that I want. I can rush. I need to work on patience. So I really appreciate actually that reminder. Maybe that needs to be one of my words. Like, yeah, sometimes I'll have a word that I'm working on. Like when I was going through my divorce and things, it was like bravery and being courageous. That's when I started my YouTube channel. That's when I started connecting on social media, putting myself out there more. And I'm kind of done with that word. I mean, that's one we all need to practice, bravery and courage in a lot of ways, not in huge heroic ways, but just like having the hard conversation ways. Maybe patience is one. I butt up against it, but I'm doing some art therapy stuff with myself right now. I posted some of my art on Instagram. If any of you are curious, I do process art, and I try and have it have meaningful keywords and phrases and things in there. That really helps me personally. Maybe it'll help someone else who's listening. You guys are the best. Look at Lisette saying, you're awesome, Nicole, and everyone's saying she's awesome. We have built in our community, and in particular on this Friday Live at 5, we have built such an amazing community. You'll find if you're newer here, these same people show up most weeks to talk about life and the stuff that's really important to us, and also reselling. And it's just like the best group. We look at, hey, beautiful friend. Everybody is just like so fantastic to each other. James says, I believe that also. I'm not particularly religious, but I am spiritual. My mother told the priest at my Catholic school when I was in 2nd grade to take the cross down and put up a dollar sign. Woo. Thanks again, Nicole, for that super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Rhonda Creek says, I bought a few mystery boxes off Shop Goodwill after you told us about it. I got some decent bread and butter items for like $1. Me too. I mean, I didn't get anything in those boxes that was like amazing. Like sometimes in my Thredup boxes, I'm getting serious designer stuff for a few bucks, but it's like 3 times the price. The Shop Goodwill ones are inexpensive and you get some great bread and butter. And guess what's selling for me right now? A ton of bread and butter, a ton of, just to be honest, I'm doing a ton of $12 sales, $15, $17, $18. I had a few like $50, $60 sales this week. That's fantastic, but I'm accepting and sending out a lot of low offers because I think with COVID and politics and everything, people are holding close to their money, you know, like that's what I'm sending out, and that works for me. I can't only sell things like that, but that's what I notice is selling right now, my lower end stuff. So I'm just cruising back up here to see if there's anything that Cynthia says, Terry, I am there with you. I'm just seeing if there's anything great I missed. Oh, Isla Dream says, I ended up chucking most of my DIY stuff, holes in the wool, buttons. Ugh, it was weighing too heavy on me and I needed freedom from it hanging over me. And I think that is a great idea. But Beth says, I'm taking Rebecca the Reseller's Boutique course just to see if it's a good option. Okay, cool. She's great. Angela Hall says, I love selling shoes, easier picks and no measurements. That's a really good point. Why do I push against shoes so much? I guess it's the prep. Takes a little longer. Like if I do tops, I photograph everything together. So I'll put like 20 tops and I'll just bust through the 20 tops. I don't know why I need to do more shoes because shoes sell really well. There's a lot of money in shoes. Bora Jen says she got some great boxes. Are you guys doing those blue boxes? I have not been doing them. Angela Hall says, I can clean stuff, sew buttons. Beyond that, I'm useless. Yeah. I mean, I just don't do it. Okay, friends, we are winding down on our last few minutes, so this is a really great time to say what you want to say. Ida's here. Ida Aldorf, great to see you. Thanks for joining us. This is a great time to hit the thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed so you get notifications when I'm live. Put your closet, Posh Closet name, eBay store name, anything you want to promote, your channel, throw that in the chat now so our friends can see it. If you're doing a sale in your store or closet, if you sell mystery boxes, if you need an accountability group, throw it in the chat. This is a great last time to put that out there. Barbara says, I have 400 plus shoes waiting to be adopted at Poshmark, and she's at BB Babash. Go check out her closet. She does sales. She's got a lot of great stuff. I've been over there. So, oh, good. Where's her hands? Gifts and finds. Did she make it in? That's Jess. I haven't seen her in a little bit. I think she has another obligation. Jess, if you're here, I'm saying hi to you. I can't find the comment because Cynthia says, love the fashion trends now because I'm always in casual clothes. Me too. I'm like leggings and a nice top. That is what's happening for me. Sarah Lee Coleman says, bravery for me. That is a really good word. I went with it for a few years when I was having a rougher time emotionally during like divorce, having to sell my house, everything. It was like, just be brave, step out into the world, be vulnerable, which is the bravest thing you can do, and also be brave. And it is a fantastic word. I wore a bracelet that said brave on it for like a year. So I support you in living brave. Ida says, how does this live work? Are you selling clothes? No, I'm not selling anything. This is a reseller community night where people who sell things get together and talk about reselling, offer support, answer questions, and support each other and support each other's businesses and be friends. These are your colleagues here, so welcome. Okay, my friends, we have 58 people watching, so I hope there are 58 likes. That would be great. Kelly, happy weekend to you too. I have a video coming out on Sunday. I think my shoe cleaning one. I have some collabs coming up. I would love your support on my other videos. Just go watch them, leave a comment, and like those too. I'm so happy to spend time with you and talk about these things that matter to us most and connect with each other. I love talking with you on Instagram. I'm at The Grateful Queen over on Instagram. It's another great way to connect. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you. And James has reseller inventory boxes. And guess what? I've heard they are amazing. So make sure to connect with James at the Antique Boutique for that. Lisette at Posh is My Purpose usually has really good mystery boxes too. So make sure to, when you leave this video, go watch one of my other videos. Jesse Peterson made it. And here is Jesse Peterson's Posh Closet, it looks like. So lots of friends. Lindsay, thank you for being here. Nicole says, Quemby, if you ever want to talk shoes, I'm here for you. I love shoes. I buy really expensive shoes for myself. I love and appreciate shoes. I don't know why I have a block. But guess what? You guys are going to help me out of it because I'm doing... Wait, Kelly, are we doing the shoe box or the handbag box? I can't even remember now, but you guys are going to hold me accountable to listing those. I need help around that. So... okay, friends, I'm going to go have dinner with Peter and Torvald. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'll see you next Friday or hopefully before on one of my other videos. Bye for now, friends.